I'm the reason my chemistry teacher is in prison. And even now, years later, I lie awake wondering if what I did was right, or if it just traded one kind of wreckage for another. Mr. Henderson wasn't just a teacher, he was an escape. While other teachers talked down to us, he talked to us like we were equals. He laughed at his own jokes, let us call him Mr. H, and always had time to listen. He built trust like it was nothing. I confided in him about my college dreams, my family stress, things I didn't tell anyone else. He wrote my recommendation letter and told me he was proud. I felt chosen. That's why it was so confusing when things started to shift junior year. It was small things at first. He'd ask a student to help organize the stockroom during lunch. Those students would come back quiet, a little distant. Then rumors started, whispers about money, about sudden parties, about a new, nervous energy in the halls. Kids who could barely focus were suddenly flush with cash. Fights broke out over nothing. You'd see someone shaking by their locker, claiming they were just tired. The rumor got specific. Mr. H is dealing. I defended him. I said it was all lies. How could the guy who stayed after school to help you study calculus be a drug dealer? Then one Tuesday he asked me to stay behind. The room was empty. He leaned against his desk and said, "You're a smart kid, reliable. I need a favor from someone with a good head on their shoulders." He walked to a locked cabinet, one I thought held old lab samples, and pulled out a small, tightly wrapped package. "Don't open it," he said, his easygoing smile still there but his eyes flat. "Just drop it in locker 242. No questions asked." My stomach dropped. "I don't know, Mr. H." He cut me off, his voice lower. "That recommendation letter I wrote for you? It's glowing. I put my reputation on the line for you. Think of this as a favor between friends. I've got your future in my hands, kid. Let's keep it bright." The threat was velvet wrapped, but it was a threat. I took the package. I delivered it. I saw Leo, a skinny sophomore from the debate team, open the locker. His hands were trembling. The pieces crashed together in my head. His recent transformations. His rapid speech, his sudden failures. I hadn't delivered notes. I delivered cocaine. Also, before this gets any darker, shout out to Hydration Nation in the comments. You asked for a school scandal story, man, here it is. If anyone else has a story they want to hear, comment below. And if you're new here, subscribe to stay updated. The guilt ate me alive, but the fear was worse. He owned me now. Over the next few weeks, the operation grew bolder. It wasn't just weed. It was pills, coke, who knows what else. The school felt like a ticking bomb. A girl overdosed in the gym bathroom and nearly died. The money Mr. H was making wasn't just extra cash. It was blood money, and our hallways were the crime scene. I finally broke down and told my best friend, Maya, if I go to the cops, he'll destroy that recommendation. He'll make me look like a liar. He'll ruin me. She was quiet for a long time. Then she said, if you don't, he's going to ruin everyone. Permanently. You saw what almost happened to Chloe. Who's next? So I made an anonymous report. I was meticulous, giving details only someone on the inside would know. I thought I was safe. 2 days later, the police stormed the school. It wasn't a discreet visit. They marched down the hall in vests, went straight to the chemistry lab, and arrested Mr. H in the middle of a lesson. They cleared out his cabinets and stockroom. They found binders of records, student names next to dollar amounts, everything. The fallout was instant and brutal. His arrest was just the beginning. His wife came to the school, screaming about a witch hunt. His daughter, who was in my art class, would stare at me with pure hatred and whisper, "You destroyed my family." Former friends called me a rat. Kids who'd bought from him faced their own consequences. Expulsions, rehab, shattered trust at home. The collateral damage was everywhere. I didn't just expose a teacher. I exposed a sickness that had infected half my class, and watching them face the consequences was its own kind of torture. Now, when I pass the chemistry lab, I don't see a classroom. I see the place where he looked at me not as a student but as an asset, a useful tool. I tell myself I didn't ruin his life. He made his choices. I chose to stop him from ruining more of ours. But that logic feels cold on bad nights. On those nights, I wonder, was I a hero or just another kid who got used in his game, only this time I was the one who flipped the board? And at what cost? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. And subscribe for more real stories like this.